Let me propose a situation to you, and I want you to answer. I want you to answer honestly. All right, let's be real. So you're. I was about to say Joe Schmo. No. You're Joe Cool. You're Joe Cool at whatever industry you're most interested in, and you got two. You're so high level. You're at the point where you're taking interviews. Your talent acquisition and what you say goes. So two guys roll up, dressed the same, to par, whatever thing you're imagining, right? If it's some kind of business, whatever, they got suits on. If it's like a fitness trainer type thing, then they're wearing regular sweats and like a tank or something, right? And you're asking them questions. How are they doing? They're not clamoring up. They're still being casual. They're not they don't have to feel like they're on. They're both pretty relaxed. They got good answers. You're asking them about turnover and like retention rate of your client, just whatever, and they're like, all the answers are the same. The only difference is guy number one, he's got some meat on his frame. Guy number two, a little bit less so, right? Guy number one, a little bit more muscularly developed, just a little bigger, right? Just got a little more beef on him. And I'm not. I would almost say this with basically certainty. Statistics would show that guy will perform better, will get more turnouts. Not that I'm saying it's like 100%. I'm saying like minor statistical change, but it kind of speaks. Because it just walking around with a little bit of beef on your frame, at least to the point where you're in shape. And I'm not talking about 280. I'm not talking about being a freaking muscular monolith where you're obviously like your whole life is the gym. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying even just being a lean 190, right? Being a lean 180, whatever. Like just you're in shape. That's going to help, right? That's going to teeter the scales in your favor. So apart from all the, the classic sort of wholesome benefits of the working out, regular ass physical activity, you get to be around a bunch of guys who are all doing the same thing. You probably end up being buddies with them, as well as just the fact that it's, probably, not even probably, it just is pretty damn good for your mind to, move around and break a sweat and everything. So what I'm trying to get at is all that, that's playing in working out's favor. But don't forget, just walking around, I don't want this to seem like I'm trying to dog on anybody who's not into it, but if you're walking around reasonably fit, I think you're going to have a better time. I think you're going to have a better time overall with whatever thing you might be interested in. So just keep that in mind, right? That's only slightly from experience for me, but it's I'm sure a good chunk of you guys would agree.